Welcome to Pembroke Hall Memories Podcast. I am Lance, or Jelly, or Prince, as most Pembroke Hall people know me. My co-host is Philip, or Any PHALL, as most Pembroke Hall people know him. Our mission on this podcast is to explore Pembroke Hall, a small community in the Kingston 20 area, surrounded by Marvally, Roseland, just across the Washington Boulevard, Patrick City, just across the Sandy Gully Bridge, and Arlene Gardens became the epicenter for football or soccer, as some people know it, in the early 1970s. Pembroke Hall was also home of some of the most legendary entertainers and musicians of that era. I was still going to Pembroke Hall Primary when every single Sunday a triple header was held. One morning match and two evening match was played to a capacity crowd at the corner of Pembroke Hall Drive, now Kennel Drive, and Calvick Avenue. These teams, Patosi Rovers, Carawina, Asphalt, Covey, El Furto, and Dreads, was joined by Marvel Uenden to play in the Pembroke Hall Corner League tournament. And every baller in Jamaica at the time wanted to play in a Pembroke Hall Corner League to showcase them skills as the first officially organized football tournament in Jamaica. In these conversations, we hope to capture the memories of players, supporters, and any member of the Pembroke Hall community, male or female, who want to come and share their stories. Your feedback and support will be greatly appreciated on whatever social media platform you might be listening. Thanks in advance. So remember to like, share, and subscribe these Pembroke Hall Memories conversations, so neither you nor your friend can miss another episode. Thanks. So we're looking forward for the whole of Pembroke Hall Memories. So email us at pembrokehallmemories@gmail.com and contact us and join the conversation. Come share your own Pembroke Hall memories. Thank you. Today is Saturday, September 28, 2024. And welcome back to another conversation about Pembroke Hall memories. Me as usual, Lance, or Jelly, or Prince, and anyone of those names will do. Join me for this conversation today is Phil, younger brother Paul, who I know from him idea I'm knee, and he might know me from my idea my belly. So, and he was a guest on episode number 49. We go way back. And you should go back and listen to Paul's Pembroke Hall memories in his own words. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe while listening. Also joining the conversation is one of the first one to reach out to me. Rudolph Thumper, Tony Kamika. And he has been a regular member of this podcast since he came on and gave his own Pembroke Hall memories. Way back in episode 50, that's more than 2 years ago, I think. A long time we start them thing, yeah. And you should go back and listen to Tony Pembroke Hall memories with one word and make sure you like, share, and subscribe while listening. Today's guest, we have to give a proper introduction. Because I only met this man about 3-4 weeks ago, and he heard the conversation and sent me an email. Our guest moved to Pembroke Hall in 1963 after moving from Greenwich Farm. He went to Pembroke Hall Primary from 69 to 74. And Pembroke Hall Secondary or Junior Secondary, must tell me which name it was at the time I got there, from 74 to 79. He came from a blended family, and his mother's last name is Rose, and he had 4 brothers and sisters from his mother's side, all named Rose, and 2 siblings from his father's side named Robinson. But without further ado, Pembroke Hall Memories welcome Greg Robinson to the conversation. And typical Pembroke Hall fashion, he have more than 2 names. Because when he sent me the email, he said, hi then, and T-Bob said, Thomas. But we'll call him Greg tonight, and him can make the correction upon him. Introduce yourself, Greg.
Yes. Hayden is the official birth certificate name, Hayden Robinson, but Greg is the name that most people know me as, especially people from Pembroke Hall. So Gregory is my middle name, so them just shorten it. I don't know why my parents call me, name me Hayden and call me Greg, but I guess it's just a Jamaican thing. You just have to have a different, be called by something else.
Thomas, because T-Bob called it Thomas.
No, man, Tibab
Last
call me
name.
Haiti.
Okay. So I get it wrong then. Okay.
Yeah, man, because when I spoke to Tibab, I heard that name for the first time in a long time since primary school, Haiti. That was like a nickname. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
But it's one of those nicknames that never stick.
Yeah. Sometimes the nickname them not stick at all. That is true.
Yes.
That is true, Greg. But I've Greg going forward here, sir, because
Yes.
Yeah, man. Understood. Yeah, man. Welcome, Greg. I make Thumper and Paul introduce themselves. Thumper, introduce yourself, my brother.
Well, most people from Pembroke Hall would know me as Tony or Thumper. But as you said, Greg, the birth certificate name is Rudolph. The funniest thing, I didn't realize my name was Rudolph until I'm taking common entrance. And because you go primary school, you can use your baptismal paper, and that it says Anthony Kamika.
Yes.
But my birth certificate is Rudolph Reginald Anthony Kamika, my father, a German descent, So,
Okay.
yeah, from 58 Aqualita Vale Avenue, my brothers and I lived there with my mom. My dad had already migrated to the US, and I'm actually cousins with Tibat, Yeah,
Right.
yeah, we're cousins.
Yeah, man. Thank you to you.
So
Paul.
welcome, Greg. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Tony.
Yes,
Paul,
thank
introduce
you.
yourself, brother.
Yeah, my name is Paul Henning, aka Hennefold. Born in a Pembroke Hall, 1971 September. Living in a Pembroke Hall till for 38 years before I migrate. Represent Pembroke Hall primary in a football. Represent Pembroke Hall in a under 16, under 14, Major League / Sid Bartlett. Went to Calabar, which for me like Pembroke Hall is Calabar.
Yeah, over 200 man and counting. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
200 man and counting. Played Manning Cup for Calabar. As I said, grew up in a Pembroke Hall from day one, Calbeck Avenue, 58 Calbeck Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Holy Pabal High School.
On the wall. Yeah, man. Welcome, Paul. Thank you. Thank you for filling in for such short notice. So, I say, yeah, man. You will come in. So, Greg, you say come up Pembroke Hall 1963. How
Yes,
old
so
you
we
was when
are
you come up Pembroke Hall? And which road you moved on?
Well, we moved to Chestervale Avenue, 23 Chestervale Avenue. That is like right smack in the middle of Chestervale. So 63, I would have been about 2. Well, I was 2 because I'm born 61. So I was 2 years old. Vague memories of the place when I just came because, of course, you're so young. But yeah, some vague memories. The place was brand spanking new. There was no fence, no nothing like that. There was a lot of animals passing through the yard. I can't remember cows, goats, horses. I don't even know where horses come from. But everything was there,
Francis, man, ask them come from over Francis land.
Yes. Yeah, and I remember I was afraid of the cows,
The cow used to walk, remember cow walk through Pembroke Hall, Greg?
Yeah, man.
Wow, yeah,
So everything, every animal.
Yeah, man.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
You say that because me usually afraid of the cow too. Enough time them run me down.
I was gonna say that. I don't remember that for true.
You have a man from over Marvel, man. Yeah, man. Him walk him call them from through the back there, through the track right this against Larry.
Yeah. Right the Calvert corner, yeah. I know that you said that. I remember the call them used to walk through for true, Greg. Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Walk.
Yeah, man. And then eventually, everybody started put up them fence and thing, and separate the yards. And so, it was a good experience because those formative years is when you first start meeting your bona fide friends, them, Like I remember Grandison straight across the street from me.
That time last name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne Grandison. Went to Calabar too.
Okay. Yeah.
And to my right, you had the Butterfields.
Yes, I hear
George's man.
Yeah.
Dwight
One
Butterfield.
I was with Dwight, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Dwight. Remember Dwight well.
I think one of them married to Will's sister too, you know.
Yeah.
Grace, yeah.
That,
Yeah.
Grace, yeah, that would have been Dwight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dwight married to Grace?
Yeah, I think in past I know what Tony, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he passed in the early 90s.
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah.
Every last 2 weeks I will tell me that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Same live across the road from your beside you.
He lived to my right.
Okay.
Him and his younger brother, Richard. Calabar man. Played Money Cup too.
What the name there, Greg? What that man from Calabar name? Because some new name them
Richard.
Richard Butterfield.
Richard Butterfield, okay. Oh, yeah, Calabar man that okay.
Yes. And then the younger sister was Ingrid. Went to Merle Grove. And then to my left now you have Pinnock. Merle Grove. You have two older girls, probably about 5 years older than us. They were twins, the Dowses. Yeah, man.
And the Pinnock you talk, I know the Pinnock will live up the road. You know
how long Brian live on Chestervale lands? Which Brian? Nemard, yeah, man.
For a long time, I know Paul, I don't know. But I forgot try. Mulla might know more than we, but I know you talk, yeah.
Yeah. He's there a good while, you know.
Yeah.
I don't remember him being the original, probably in the 60s, but probably, later on.
Yeah.
So, of course, you have him and McCoys and Hawes and all of us in that small area right here.
Yeah. Chestervale there.
Chestervale, yeah, man.
Yeah. So, you talk about your brother and sister, them, they have a blended family. Everybody moved from Pembroke Hall one time, or it was
Yes. Yeah, so everybody was there. So my mother was married and had 4 children.
Yeah.
So oldest son, Horace, Avery, Glenn, Tony Rose.
All of them older than you.
Yeah, man. All of them much older than me. If them hear me, them don't like hear what I'm saying about.
Yeah.
We tease them and call them old.
Yeah.
Yes, and then my father was also married. My mother's husband died in a car crash, and then my father came on the scene.
Okay.
And he had 2 previous children. He had 2 children, Owen and Marcia.
Yeah.
So those are my siblings on my father's side. So I am the only child for my mother and father together.
Oh,
so I can imagine how that go.
Yeah, that may I say, yeah. You're the only one. You had the real blended one in the family, yeah.
Yes, I am the one who linked the 2 families.
You relate to everybody, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
the fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I'm the youngest, of course.
So all of them live at Pembroke Hall at the same time, the 60s, as I say. How much bedroom in Chestervale when the move come? How much bedroom there at Chestervale?
So we started off with 3, but after a while we start adding on. So we ended up with 5 when I eventually left. Yeah.
Chestervale was one of the 3 bedroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't aware of that, Greg? So 3 bedroom and 2 bedroom house at Pembroke Hall separate.
Yes. I became aware in my later days, because we could see that there was a difference.
Yeah.
But it also had a lot of land space.
Yeah, that had
to the front and to the back.
A bigger land space up there, so yeah.
Yeah, man. So, that was so good for people to add on because there was so much space to add to.
Yeah. So you don't have no memory of Greenwich Farm then? You come there too, you don't have no memory of Greenwich Farm?
No, here's the funny thing now. So I remember telling my mother stories of some memories I was having. I don't know where it was or where it came from. Just memories just pop up in my mind, right? And I remember my father, when he come from work and stop the car at the gate, somebody used to have to go open the gate. And I would always want a ride in the car from the gate to the house, which is probably about 10 meters. So I would be telling my mother these stories and other stories that I remembered in the house. Because it was a tenement yard, right? And she was like, "Oh, you remember all these things? You were just a baby." Yeah, so it was amazing that I could remember some things from Greenwich Town.
No, that is amazing, Greg, because
Yeah.
your story of mine similar. I grew up in a Raytown and I have no memory of Raytown. I come up from Pembroke Hall when I was 2, like you was 64.
Yes.
I was born
Yes.
1960. I was barely 1.5, not even 2 yet.
Yes.
And I do have no memory of Raytown at all. None.
Yeah, man.
When I remember, I
Yes.
just what them tell me. I'm
Yeah,
picturing them
yeah,
say,
yeah.
yeah. So come like ask you, if since you don't remember that, you can't compare Greenwich Farm to Raytown.
Obi?
Yeah, you couldn't make the comparison. If I
You
ask
mean
Pembroke Hall.
Pembroke Hall and Greenwich
yes.
Farm, sorry. Pembroke Hall and Greenwich Farm, thank you, Tompa.
Yeah, so the only comparison I would make is that Greenwich Town was a lot of houses in one yard. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know what the rest of the neighborhood was like.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't have that much memory to know what the whole atmosphere in Greenwich Town was, but I definitely remember Pembroke Hall. I definitely remember, you know, just moving there and growing up there and all the people them good memories because I spent so much years there, you know. Basically all my life.
In all that days was Lions Club for that spot fire.
Lions Club?
Yeah. The bar.
Oh,
at the supermarket, the bar.
Yes.
them.
Yes. Me and my brethren, we used to go in there and play pinball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to play pinball, but that was about it. And sometimes my father used to send me go buy a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I live near the bar. Yeah.
You know, so, but just I remember that as you mentioned it.
That's a landmark that's in a Pembroke Hall, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So call out your brother and sister them name, Greg. Because you just mentioned them, but you don't call them name.
Yes. So and the oldest one, which is the one on my father's side, Owen Robinson. Yeah, man. And he was an air conditioning technician. Was one of the best in the country, actually. Trained a lot of the guys them now, or back in those days. And then my I don't know much about the sister on the father's side because she was not with my father.
Okay, she was
so I don't know much about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was older. I just know her name and see pictures and all of that. So on the Rose side now, the oldest one is Horace. He's in New York. Yeah, and then you have Avery. She was a teacher. She retired a couple of years ago, but she was also a teacher. She lives in Florida. So when she left Jamaica, she used to teach at here Selassie in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And then she went to Florida. She was a principal at one time, and now she's retired. You have Tony. Tony was used to go JCA, Jamaica School of Agriculture, and he's an economist. He lives in Florida also. And then the next one before me is Glenn. Also went to JCA.
Jamaica School of Agriculture.
Jamaica School of Agriculture.
Yeah.
I mix up JC and
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a veterinary assistant, I think, for a while, and he's in New York. So 2 in New York and 2 in Florida. And I'm here in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask you, oh, you're up in Canada and everybody else in the US.
Yeah, it was like a job opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of men from the company I was working with at the time, Mutual Life
in
Insurance.
Jamaica. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
You work with Robert at the year?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Work with
Robert at the year. In Toronto too.
Yeah, man. I saw him a couple of weeks ago, actually. Summer here.
Yeah, I'm a dopey brother, that man.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like twin.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, so that job opportunity get great. Continue. Yeah, you talk about.
Yeah, so we came up under that opportunity and was working with a Jamaican-owned what they call MGA or insurance brokerage, owned by a guy named Michael Leckie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that is where I'm still.
You feel okay.
Yeah, man.
So how long you in
Yes.
Canada before we go back to Pembroke? How long you in Canada? Yeah?
So 1990 to now is how much?
More than a minute.
Only per year.
30 odd years.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Enough years that. Enough years that.
Yes,
Enough
30
years.
some years.
Yeah.
So more years in Canada than in Jamaica,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But still a Jamaican, you know?
Yeah.
Can't get the Jamaican out of you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, remember we have to catch
So
up
you,
with that too. Yeah, but come
you,
that.
you live in
Yeah, go
you
ahead,
live
Paul.
in Toronto?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know a company named Minto?
Minto?
Yeah.
No.
Them based in Ottawa, but them have offices in Toronto. Them own hotels and do, residential housing
Oh, okay.
in Canada. But they're headquartered in Ottawa, but them have offices in Toronto. I used to work for them. I was a VP of finance for them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I used to fly up to Toronto for meetings,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me about some of your early days at Pembroke Hall now, Greg. When you start come a road now. And it's funny that you're the only one because it sounds like your brother and sister are much older than you. And you're
Yes.
the only one. Which are the first school you started? Basic school as they call. Which basic school you went to?
So the basic school, I can't remember two. I remember one off Mullines Road,
Yeah.
right? Close to where the Marvel the football field is. It's like the other side of the road.
Yeah.
I think there was a church there.
Yes.
Calvary.
No, on the
Yeah.
On
Calvary.
the side
part,
where you went in there.
On the Calvary.
Yes, right.
Right beside you
yes,
in hardware.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I remember that. I don't know how long I stayed there, but I remember my parents picking me up from school and dropping me there and things like that. And then I remember going to another one on Clydesdale Avenue.
Yeah, man, that's the one me
Still
got to
there.
call the one and me
It's-
tell you the details about that. Remember the
Yeah,
teacher
we
name?
used to call it Ansness. I don't know why. Maybe because it was so small.
That's just like our garage. Beside Potter Twaits. Remember Potter Twaits, them? The Twaits, them?
The Twaits, them, yes, man, yes.
Right beside. But know that school I go to good, man. That school I me go to.
Yes.
Yeah, man, Miss Mac.
Is
Miss
it the
Mac.
same one that's there?
Eh?
Is it the same one that's there now?
No. That at the bottom of Clydesdale, Tumpa. Near,
Oh, okay.
near
Okay.
Chincona. Chincona that road and Paul road around what puppet them live on. I Chincona anywhere.
Yeah. Chico.
Chico close. Right at the top of
Chincona.
Calbeck. Yeah. Chincona, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yes.
school I go to. As a matter of fact, Nigel Joseph was on this program. Jelly,
Okay.
in the day of the reunion. And if they're on the program last week, going to do the reunion recap. Nigel,
Yes.
come on. Nigel is married to the younger daughter.
Okay.
She went to
They didn't know my sister, them, I think Karen and Sandra go to school at all.
You mean up at the basic school, yeah. You know your brother
Yeah.
good man. He have a story for tell you about that. But we'll come to that.
Yeah, man.
We'll come to that.
Yes.
So I know that basic school are good, Greg, because the basic school, Miss McLaren, I think she did name. And
Okay.
our son and I was in the same class. He leave and go Arden. Our son, the name Roosevelt. Me and him go
Yes.
Pembroke Hall Primary together. And after a while, she started teaching at Pembroke Hall Primary. I
Okay.
forget what the younger sister name. And I do that
Yes.
thing. I don't remember the younger sister name. But it's right beside the Twaits. That's my first school, man.
Yes. Yeah, man.
That's my first school. Yeah.
I remember a guy around here, his name was Fidel Coleman, another good friend.
Yeah, man. I remember Fidel, though. I remember Fidel Coleman.
Yes.
Yeah. Fidel used to go to
Yes,
basic
yes.
school, though. Our primary meet
Um,
Fidel.
I think I might have met him at primary,
Maybe
but for some
primary,
reason,
yeah.
I believe him used to go to school too, you know.
Okay.
For some reason, I believe so.
Yeah, man. I know Fidel good. I know actually Fidel
Yeah,
good,
man.
good too. Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
Fidel from the primary school, Greg. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fidel
yeah.
Hey,
Coleman.
Greg, before we go on, was there a Carl Mowat used to work with you also at Mutual Life?
Carl
Them
Mott?
call him Mousy.
Mousy. No, because I used to work at the Premier Plaza branch on Constant
Yeah.
Spring Road.
Yeah, I know.
So if he wasn't at that branch, I probably wouldn't have known him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But there were so many branches all over the country, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it all
yeah,
depends
yeah.
on which one he worked at.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
No, it was the same one that back-end work, you know?
yeah.
So before you start going to when you start going to primary school, what's some of the friends when you meet now, Greg? You start going to primary school.
Yes. So, one of the ones I can definitely remember is Tibab.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tibab just, as a matter of fact, even before I found you guys and got involved in this thing, one day I was saying, whatever happened to Tibab? Because we used to do a lot of singing together.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he was very good. He had a good voice.
Yeah.
And we used to sing a lot of Michael Jackson. That time the Jacksons was just
Jackson
becoming a
5.
thing, you know? Yes, the Jackson 5.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like who everybody aspired to be.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted to sing. So I can remember Tibab. I remember Richard Henney, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And my virgin that I used to follow to school, Grandison, that was across from me, as I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some other names, Karen Wint, a girl named, well, so much names, but I can't.
You can't remember all of them.
You can't, yeah.
And
Primary school was not where I formed most of my friendships. It was secondary
school. Okay, what come up to that?
But I remember Anthony Grayson.
Yeah, man, the
You
Rock.
remember Rock?
Eh?
The Rock.
You remember Anthony Grayson, man? Lord God, the Rock.
Yeah, man. Anthony Grayson was my good virgin, man. Used to come from my house all the while.
Yeah. I'm going to find that too.
Yes, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. He was here in Florida for a while and then him just missing up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Sam not well.
No, I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, me hear that now, Paul. Me hear Sam not well either for true, Paul. Me hear the argument.
When this now, Paul?
It's like he had a stroke and it messed him up bad.
Oh, yes.
Rock no Bob young. A Rock, we call him Greg. That's how the nickname of him.
Yeah, man, Rock.
Yes.
The Rock. Brother.
Yeah. Can be strong around. That's
when him kick the ball, man, you better run.
Yeah.
Yes. He was a very athletic guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man.
When my younger brother named Paul, you remember my younger brother? Or Thumper, you remember my younger brother?
No, I don't remember my younger brother name, but the other day, me and Richie Bennett, they talk about them, you know. I live right in front of Richie Bennett, right next door to Dino.
Aqualita, yes.
Anandale,
yes. The top of Anandale, yes.
They live across from Lindsay, them.
Yeah.
Yes.
As my brethren end up, they show me the vibes with him because in end up, I feel like carry him to get therapy and things like that.
In Jamaica?
Yeah.
Oh, can they go back? Okay.
Oh, him go back down.
As far as you know, them there Anandale now, Paul. I just embrace you now.
I just did there maybe up to 3 years ago.
Okay. That's how long him get the stroke. Come here the argument that you, Paul. I did hear the argument that you.
I used to play ball with us up here now, in a lot of hill.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, he used to play ball with us a lot of hill. And the same way him kick the ball hard, same way him going up here, man. And the man, them used to afraid. I'm afraid when him catch the ball for kicking.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
That's the fear. Remember the Thumper, when you play them on the field, you better move out of the way, man.
If I move, man.
That's why I'm getting the nickname, Greg. The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah.
You never did know the name there.
No. So you never played football with him or with nobody at all from Clydesdale, Chestervale, sorry.
Well, football was the thing.
Okay.
You can't come from Pembroke Hall and don't play football.
Right.
So at secondary, I used to play for the farm.
The farm team.
So like the farm team. I remember Dion Wilmot was one of my teammates.
Yes.
And a good friend, yes.
Okay, the late. All right.
Messi, the great Messi.
Yeah, man, the great Messi, yeah, without a doubt.
Original Messi.
Without a great. Yeah, Messi, before Messi. Yeah. Argentina Messi come on the scene, yes.
yes. And I tell a friend of mine, we're having a discussion the other day about why some teams put on some washed up players. I think we were watching the Olympics, and was it the Olympics or World Cup? Women's World Cup with Martha from Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they put her on the last minute, and I was saying that it's probably a mistake. So anyway, we were having a discussion around that, and I was saying one of the things with putting on those star ballers is that it changes the way everybody on the field feels. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember playing when Messi
and
come
that
on.
game you're talking about, that did happen for that particular game you're talking.
Yes.
When they put on Marta.
Yes.
Yeah, you could have seen on the players now.
Yeah, man. It gives you a certain level of confidence. So that is what we felt when Messi come on, you know.
Yeah.
When Messi come on, the game changed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was that good. It was a cut above.
It was that good, yes.
It was a cut above the rest of us, man.
Yeah, man.
And the most capped Pembroke Hall player, as far as me knowing, 75 times he played for Jamaica.
Wow.
Yeah.
75 times. I don't think nobody have that record at all.
Legend.
Yeah, man.
So, yes, to answer your question, both football and track and field.
Okay.
So, I made the Pembroke Hall track and field team. And just to go back to Messi, one thing a lot of people don't know about Messi, you know, he was a good 400-meter runner.
And I didn't know that.
Because, yeah, man, he was a good 400-meter runner. Yeah, man.
Like Briscoe. Briscoe was like that too.
Carlton.
Yes.
Yeah, Carlton.
Yes. Yes, so those were the two sports. I remember going to a lot of, they call it developmental meets now.
SDC, social development meet.
Right.
Yeah.
So in those days it was less organized.
Yeah.
You know, we just turn up with those spikes.
You remember
to get in a race?
Greg, were you part of any of the I know Fat Paul. You remember Paul Douglas and Peter Douglas from Acolita? Him used to organize some of the track and field stuff out of Pembroke Hall and go to those events. We used to go with them. Peter Allen used to run.
I know Peter Allen, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we used to go to some of the events.
Peter Allen used to live on Pembroke Hall Drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we used to go all over. I remember going. I used to love the track at JC.
Yeah, I remember going to Meadowbrook too.
Yes.
We've gone to Meadowbrook.
Or Bottom Field,
Bottom Field, exactly.
Yes. Plan theater now, but you know hear about it. Build something big down there. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, but let me ask you something. Go back to primary. You remember some of the primary school teacher then?
Teachers. I remember a teacher named Thompson, a teacher named Scott. I remember the principal, Miss Campbell.
Okay.
Miss Walker.
You don't remember she?
Probably. The name sounds familiar. Probably.
She didn't live on Chinkona too.
Okay.
Yeah. What you say? Remember not so good at the primary school because it's like you remember the high school more than the late.
Yeah. You know, because you're older now and you're more involved in things and you're creating bigger, better memories.
So anybody used to play scrimmage from Clydesdale before the start?
From Chestervale?
Yeah, Chestervale, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, man. Sometimes we play scrimmage all day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I will that too.
Man, until night. We just take a break and go eat our food and we'll come back, you know?
So what's some of the money we have played scrimmage with? Call out the man the name, man.
So Muller used to pass through. Muller was there.
Yeah.
Donovan Garden, yes.
Michael Garden.
Michael Garden.
Yeah.
So when he came, him kind of lift the level of football that we used to play.
Yeah.
And Chestervale.
Yeah.
And then it was just the man them from Chestervale, you know. And some man will live further up or further down that come join. Yeah, so Butterfields, of course.
The Butterfields,
some guys.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So what was that transition like for you when you moved from Pembroke Hall primary to Pembroke Hall? It was still junior secondary at the time? At the same time, the Pembroke Hall is senior like, 79. So at the primary, 74 and left, but we went to Meadowbrook.
Okay.
So what was the transition like for you? And what was the name when you moved to Pembroke Hall? Because I remember when that name changed.
Yeah. When I moved, it was secondary.
The junior had gone.
The junior had gone.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I remember that time the then Prime Minister, I think it was Michael Manley, and he was trying to, kind of uplift those schools that were
Stigmatized.
called junior secondary.
Yeah.
They had a negative stereotype
Yeah,
to
man.
them, you know?
Still low, Greg. Still low. It's one of the bad things about education in Jamaica. It's like
Yes.
a stigmatization at those schools.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So
what's some of the man you go move from primary? What's some of the remember when you remember now you start go Pembroke secondary?
So one of my best brethren was a man who the last time I know he was in Florida, a guy named Hugh McLean.
Mm-hmm.
Him used to live in Waterhouse, but he went to Pembroke.
Yeah.
The funny thing with Pembroke, it was like a meeting place of people from different communities.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of men from Donny Park, Waterhouse, Marvally, UN there, and of course, them place there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it even kind of led to some bad things in the political years. Some friction in the political years. Man used to meet there for fight and gangster business. There was going back to the question, another guy named Rose. I remember Rose.
Paul Rose, you attack?
Paul Rose, yes.
Philip and Kovic, Paul.
Kobe, yes.
He usually play ball. I will for brother them, man. I older one from young back. Yeah, man. No, you attack.
Shaba.
Eh?
A Shaba.
Yes, I think I saw one of the names. And remember, you know me attack, Paul, yeah.
Yeah, man, I play for Tim Cherry, man.
Tim Cherry, and yes, Shaba.
Him linked me up on Facebook recently too, you know, so.
And we have a younger sister. Sister and I were in the same class together. I think it's a little older than me, about a year older than me.
Okay.
I don't remember when sister name. You sleep on Kofi.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So who else I remember now? Wally
You talk
man.
You talk about that story there. Or you meet Richard Enne. Talk about that story there. Because you talk about it on the recap, but you have to talk about it. Yeah, in a reunion recap, yeah. Yeah,
so it was one of the first time I was going to Pembroke Primary.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually go with my brethren, Wayne Grandison, because he was in one class up from me.
Yeah.
So I would follow him to school, for the first couple of days, just to learn the routes.
Yeah.
It wasn't that difficult, but you were young,
Yeah.
And so this particular day, I don't think he went to school, or he couldn't follow me back home.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going home by myself, and I was taking the wrong way home. Because usually I would go up Patosi, make the left there. You remember that little diamond
triangle,
field?
Yeah, man. That's how we used to play ball. Yeah.
Right.
Triangle field.
So I made the left there and then go up Covey.
Yeah.
But this time I went straight for some reason. And when I realized that I was going the wrong way now, even though I could have still got away there, because those two roads lead to Chestervale.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that at the time. So I tried to make a turn back, and I was running, and I fell right in front of the Hennis house. And now I have this scar from that fall on my knee. All right. So whenever I see that, I remember that incident. Yeah, man. And, that is how I met Richard Henney, at least, because him stick out in my mind, because same age and everything, and I think we end up in the same class after a while. So he was a friend from them time there. So we used to pass through the Henny's house after school sometime and hang out and
so them never laugh up there when
things like that. Maybe they did, but I don't remember. I don't remember that part. But if they did, I definitely would have remembered that, because that would have been traumatic to me.
Yeah. It would. You don't remember that, but I think what you said on the reunion was that them never laugh after them call you in and almost like them.
Yes.
I think that is.
Yeah, man. Them helped me out, because I was crying and everything like that, confused and
them dress your wound.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some dental.
But that was from Pembroke.
Yeah, man. Some iodine.
Yes.
Some iodine.
Yes.
Or mercury.
They never take up my father, run back and chew up on it.
I burn him up, the white.
Yes.
Some beer.
But I remember your mother and your father too,
Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, I remember them.
Yeah. His mother still around too,
Yes.
man. His mother still around. Greg,
Are
yeah.
you
Yeah,
serious?
man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
we just had a 90th for her.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice,
nice.
man. Yeah.
nice, nice.
Still around. Last
That's
time I go to
nice, you
Jamaica, I'm
know.
going to check her. I said, yeah, man. Yeah. It's still around.
That's a true blessing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Mama ended up, man.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, when you start to watch football on the field, Greg, one of the Mecca, as we call it. We rename it the Mecca since we started the program. Right at the bit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so from very young, sometimes you leave school and that's where you end up.
Yeah.
Or sometimes, a big match I play.
On a
That
Sunday evening, yeah.
Yeah, man. And I remember the major league days when there was big competition between Pembroke Hall and Tony Park or Marvally.
Mm-hmm.
And because
Drew's
eh,
land.
yes,
Great
yes.
West. Great West.
Drew's land.
Great West,
Great
yes.
West.
Golden
Yeah.
Aces. Them team there, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I remember going to those matches and the field was small, the one right by the bus stop.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because it was like it wasn't a
Very
square.
small.
Yes, it was not square, yes. One end was bigger than the next.
Yeah, but it worked for we. Enough ball played us.
Yes.
It worked for you.
Yeah, man.
The vibe, me
Yes,
feel so to move the field from better go down. And it was Kasafa insisted to move the field because the field wasn't up to the specification.
Yes.
That's why I go down the school field.
Yes.
That's why I go down.
I remember the goalie that used to run by it and more time the ball going to the goalie and most of a man just going at the goalie for the ball.
Jumping at the goalie for the ball, yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's bad.
Yes.
That field have special memory for me too, Greg. Trust me.
Yes.
So you never, which team was your corner league team? I remember I watched a corner league match.
It was mainly Patosi. I don't know why.
Because
they were the team. Muller, yeah.
Yeah.
They were the team. I don't even remember the other teams there, but it's a Patosi I play, man. I forgot to take it Patosi.
Yeah. Patosi was the team. Was the team.
They were the team. Yeah.
So, me ask you earlier, what was your experience like when you moved from the primary school to the secondary school? What was that like? What that transition was like? Because big man school now.
Yeah, man, it was an easy transition because there's a lot of men from primary that were there with you, So, and then you just add a few more men to that, and yeah, it wasn't a difficult one. But the thing is that I was one of the few on Chestervale to fail my common entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So the bridging them now from Chestervale, now went to Calabar, KC, JC, you name it, So you had that separation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
So talk about that, because I'm curious to know that, Greg, because I go high school, traditional high school at the time, and you, my man didn't go to the and I only by a friend and pass. And that's why I asked you, what was that like for you? Did you feel like, say, I go inferior school, or did you feel like a Pembroke Hall at the time?
Well, I had a father that was a special person, right? Him always used to lift me up. So no matter what I go on, him always proud of you no matter what. So to me, it wasn't anything different.
Whoa.
When the result come out on the paper and say, oh shit, embarrassment and thing.
Yeah.
But him was there and say, just another school, they just go through,
No. Big respect for your father, my brother. Big. Him still about?
No, he died about 1999 he died.
Okay. No, man.
Just before 2000.
Big respect for your father for them vibe there, Greg. Man.
Yeah, I must say I was blessed with two good parents.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, man.
Yeah. I think most of us who grew up in a Pembroke Hall can say that. We're lucky in terms of the parents.
Yes.
The quality of the parenting we have in a Pembroke Hall. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just curious because I said my wife went to Pembroke Hall, but there's a little after St. Paul about the same age, right? And it was like, but again, at the parenting, And Paul, a brother and sister were Pembroke Hall, right? So he come from a household what was blended in terms of the high school.
Yes.
And his brother went to Pembroke Hall too. Richie went to Pembroke Hall, but his sister went to Margrove, Philip went to KC, and Paul went to Calabar. But he had brothers and sisters who went to Pembroke Hall. What was that like for Paul, in terms of, say, When I go Pembroke Hall and some man go traditional high school. You remember that? I never paid. It wasn't a big deal.
It wasn't a big deal, really. I mean, for me, it wasn't a big deal because going back to the feeling of common entrance, it's always gonna be within your peers, where you and a group of people are go through Pembroke Hall primary, and boom, when the result come out in the paper, it's like your friend them and say, wait, next door you go, are you going to high school?
Yeah.
You across the fence, or you go to high school.
Or you go up the road, or up.
And it's like, I mean, and it's no vibes, but it's like my era, we don't want to go across the fence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there was so much tradition, especially for me, like from Baker, there was so much traditional high school
people,
man when we look up to, where it's like, John O'Moore, man, so much family in a Calabar for me.
Yes.
It was like to me, it's like if that never happened, it would have felt like we never experienced a normal transition.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, it's like how Greg, you're the youngest. Me, I'm the youngest in my family too, and none of my brother them. I'm the only one that went to traditional high school. None of my other brothers wanted to go to traditional high school, so they all did technical school for the most part.
Right.
And in fact, my teacher, Mrs. Jackson, she told me, she said, Anthony, don't do like your brothers. Take the common entrance. Don't do like, So that's how me end up taking the common entrance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you never Aloysius at the time. I never got Pembroke Hall.
Yeah, all of us went to Aloysius.
We
were born down, like you, Jelly. I was down that side.
Yeah,
Elliston Road. So Raytown is where we used to hang out at Raytown. Go see a Raytown.
Yeah.
So I don't
and my experience at Pembroke Hall was a special experience because it was kind of we don't want to say a big deal, but a lot of the teachers, them, Miss Scott, Miss Campbell, Miss Walker, all of them teachers, they kind of, I said, boy, Paul, if you don't pass and go to high school, like, that big deal.
I know what, Paul? If I call your sister name and your brother name, about paying,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man, I have only for experience with them, man.
Yeah. But you see
when I know school work, a girl business.
Yeah.
Remember, I can't forget Miss Walker. I tell Miss Campbell to beat her daughter. Me and my brethren in the principal office with Miss Walker daughter when named Natalie. You remember? I don't know if you remember a girl named Sidney.
Where last name?
You remember Julie Sidney from last minute?
No.
She was Shami in Frento.
Yeah.
She and her next girl named Genevieve.
No, I remember them at all, but no.
And I just Pembroke Hall was like a nice vibe to me, you know?
Yes.
But
and then, Bogo Ben was cool, was PE teacher, and him kind of create a good opportunity for me with football.
I was in school as a PE teacher at the time.
Yeah, man. So him did make the selection when them pick the players them for play all primary.
Yeah.
So it's like Pembroke Hall, I am primary was a vibe to me.
But you see, what I said, Greg, is important, because Pembroke Hall itself, the community, that make sure that never happen, because even though you got different school, when you come out in the time, at one place same way,
At one place, yes.
I like no matter which school you go in there, play scrimmage on the road, same way you play on the field.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You follow me? I said it never matter which school you go or don't go at all.
No. There was no discrimination.
No, not in a Pembroke Hall.
Relating to school in Pembroke Hall.
No.
Yeah. And
outcome. You also had your rivalries, in a football. You play, Paul play for for Calabar. I'm sure him have rivalry with people from
Yes,
the bragging
Calabar.
rights, yeah.
Only
Yes.
that every avenue have them little feel, you know.
Yeah.
But if Calbeck have them scrimmage a go on, Patosi have them scrimmage a go on, Chestervale, Clydesdale, Annandale.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, all on a PS3, same way. Every avenue have them scrimmage. Scrimmage have to play upon the asphalt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, cause me even though I play for asphalt, me I battle Backhead, Robert Adair, and Danny Green at Calabar, and Backhead at Camperdown. When we have come up, me their judges.
Right.
I battle them, you know, the youth.
Right.
From the youth time, I come up from Pepsi. Coming up.
Yes.
You know?
No, trust me, I can't emphasize that enough, Greg. Or your old man just big it up a certain way. So when 9th grade achievement test come around, you never interested to take that at all?
No, actually, my sister was pushing me towards that and wanted me to go to KC, and it's like, boy, I don't know if I want to let my brethren them and things like that.
Wow.
Because I kind of grew a different way, you know. And I guess it's probably because I was the youngest, you know. So I had a lot of leeway and a lot of freedom and a lot of decisions.
Yeah.
You know, my parents never pushed me, and maybe that's a bad thing, but I kind of had that self-reliance and independence as a young man. I wasn't beaten. I wasn't anything like that. And nobody ever used to beat me. Nobody could have beaten my father. Even think about that. My father, no. But but I left Pembroke Hall with 2 O levels, you know, and a distinction in one.
Okay.
And then about a year after, I went and got another one in accounting. That is when I started working in an accounting job, and they sent me to school, and that was the end result. So the outcome was even better than some of my brethren that went to traditional high school.
Man.
Definitely. So
from that point of view,
we don't define you, my brother.
No.
You know?
No.
Definitely.
You have the same opportunities.
Exactly.
Definitely.
What you make with them.
So you were at Pembroke Hall at the time, Greg, when Pembroke Hall reached the secondary school finals with the team with Messi.
Well, if Messi was here, then I definitely was there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because I think Messi left in 9th grade and went somewhere else.
The Dintil.
Yeah, right, the Dintil, yeah.
Yeah, man, you may be right about that. I probably I'm going to Dintil. Yes, yeah. But I think they go to the secondary finals. Because I know someone that play with him, Anthony Reynolds, someone from Meadowbrook, Ira Turner. Them used to go up Pembroke Hall at the time with Messi, yeah. Let me sleep already to it. Tony Reynolds, they wouldn't know, man. Sleep up a Whitehall. Ira Turner used to sleep up a Commons. I've ready to it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The man will come to Meadowbrook after a while because of the football. Just like when Messi got Dintil.
Yes.
He come to Meadowbrook because of the football. But that's interesting that you never have no ambition. Not use the right word. That is not an ambition thing. You never have no interest to go to high school.
No, not at that time. Yeah, I decided to carve my own path, and ended up all right.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
The thing with what was the main difference was that the curriculum was different.
Yeah.
The curriculum was not aiming to pass O levels or A levels.
Yeah.
So you had to take it upon yourself.
So if you wanted
to do that, right? So that's what we did.
What was the curriculum like? They said it was different in terms of what? What do you mean?
It was aiming to pass a final exam named the secondary school certificate. I don't even know what that was really. But after you reach 9th grade in the secondary school system, you start specializing in something. So it becomes like a trade school after 9th grade.
Okay.
Where either going to do electrical, technical drawing, or something else.
Yeah.
So I chose technical drawing, and I was very good at it because of the teacher at the time, a guy named Paul Hay, who was one of the, them teachers that were teaching seriously.
Yeah.
And really have an interest in the students. They're not just there for the money.
Yeah.
Or for a job. that was Paul. That was Hay. Yeah, man. So he really did a good job in training us and teaching us technical drawing.
It was like Richie. Richie became, one of the top architects, at UDC.
I know,
Right.
yes.
And I've right the same learning that
Pembroke Hall, right.
Exactly,
Paul. I forget about that to say your brother was on the top architect at UDC in Jamaica before migrate. Yes. And I write a Pembroke Hall. But it's not a thing what people talk about, I even know about much, Because, and I think this maybe Pembroke Hall school and the traditional secondary school them, non-traditional school them, drop the button because they don't talk about it enough.
Yes.
In a sense, the solicitation is so like they should call it a technical school instead of secondary school.
Yes.
That's why they should brand it and say a technical, they're a trade technical school, but
yeah.
Jamaicans at the time for branding that way there's like a curse around it.
yes.
It was like a curse, you say around it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that turned out some good students.
Yeah. So
went on to do.
You not talk about what name? Brian and the name part earlier. Brian Nemad. I went to try
Nemad,
to live
yes.
again. Yeah, where we used to live.
He was a couple doors doing from me.
Near the bar.
Yeah.
Near the Lions Den.
Yeah, closer to it than me.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I actually saw him in 24, 23, 22. December 22. I went to Jamaica and link up with him.
Him still there, Chestervale?
Yeah, man, I'm still there.
Wow. Him father is running the gas station. Him father still about.
Yes, his father on the Texaco.
Him father still about on the pass on.
I would think he would have passed on.
Because he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
You don't know the gas station at that Tompa?
Yeah, man. Oh, sorry.
Which one?
Texaco gas station at Boulevard and Mullines Road.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How wrong with the land?
But Brian did have a big tire place where I'm running up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At the gas station?
Yeah, same place at the gas station, but the place changed up and the problem, but same place at the gas station. But you remember this? There was this avenue that was a dead end.
Yeah, man, Renfield Drive, Paul. Renfield Drive, it name. You know where you're at? We're on parallel to Boulevard.
Yeah.
Come down at the gas station.
Yeah,
yeah man. You know where you're at?
Yeah. There's a church, so no.
A church, yeah. There's a church. Before you get to the building.
Was next to the church. So you'd have parked at the gas station and them have a fence, chain link fence.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, man, big tire places did have, man. There's some usually private tire.
Yeah. I remember saying you used to run that. I remember.
Yeah,
my father used to run that. I didn't know that.
It was very it contribute a lot to football.
Pembroke Hall, yeah.
Yeah.
From a sponsorship standpoint, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So your sister, while them did much older than you, were they active in a Pembroke Hall, your sisters and your brother them, Greg? You remember Pembroke Hall like how you remember Pembroke Hall?
No, because they left Jamaica early. They went to university in the States.
Okay.
So so they wouldn't have had the memories that I have. But my oldest brother now, who I'm more in touch with, him kind of give me a lot of history, about parties and things like that. So he would have a better memory. He was a more outside, up and down person.
What name? You remember some of the man when What your brother name?
Horace.
Rose.
Rose, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, man.
And how much older than you is? I'm trying to get a yet.
So him is probably about 15 years older than me,
Wow.
Yeah, man. Him in them 70s now.
A bigger man for you, a bigger man.
Bigger man.
Because my sister, yeah, you might know how early. Probably I know Ingobert and them man, if a man named because
yes.
My sister, them, one are 10 years and 8 years older than me, but that's a plenty more. Great.
Yes.
Plenty
Yeah,
more.
Man.
Yeah. I got you.
Yes.
So it's a different age group, a different era completely.
Different age group, because the youth, them that I grew up with, was really like my siblings, because there was such a distance in my real siblings. You know, so my real siblings were like more parents, you know, boss you around. Tell you when you forgot your bed, when you forgot bed, go brush your teeth, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have whole heap of pure because you have whole and them so much older than you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. My parents never have nothing for do. Because a lot of times when, you know, you want a decision to be made by an elder and you go to my father, for example, him say, so what your brother say? And whatever my brother say goes.
You just
Right?
outsource it.
Him just outsource it.
Yeah. That sound like I
Yeah,
want
man.
you, Thumper. You have to listen to Billy and Bumpy.
No, really, you know.
But
I
that
really,
Thumper.
I was kind of like,
You have to listen to Bumpy.
nah, man. It was like Greg. I was kind of free, let loose. There was
Yes.
no restrictions on me, you know.
Yes.
It was weird. In
Yes.
hindsight,
Yes.
you know, it was kind of weird.
Yes.
My
Yes.
sister, when she was there now, yeah. Like we used to get some rotted conk in her head, boy, from her, you know. Conk,
So
she
older
no
than
beat,
Bumpy
she
and
conk.
Billy.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
She's the
Yeah.
eldest one.
Yeah.
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 She live up by you, you know. She not have you. She live in a Ocala.
Oh, your sister live in Alcala. Okay, nice. I
Yeah.
never even know that. Yeah. I don't remember your sister at all. I don't remember. I remember your
No,
brother.
she left Pembroke Hall and went over. She married to a policeman and went over to Portmore there.
Okay, early 70s.
Back in them days, they would have called that the Middle East. Now the bad man then called
Yeah.
Gaza.
Yes.
Across the water, that's what we used to call it.
Across the waters over the Middle East.
Across the waters, Thumper. Yeah,
man.
definitely.
But I remember my one of my brothers telling me, you know, my Robinson brother saying to me that, boy, the old man raised you totally different. I know him raised me, you know, because I'm more strict with me and but you know get no restrictions, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Parents have to know them children, you know, and know how to grow them. It's not every child deserves a beating, you know.
That's true.
I was one of those child that it don't make sense you beat me or bring violence to me because it not gonna work with me. If you reason with me, I'm one of those child you reason with.
Yeah.
And I tell you an incident, you know, I remember they had a major league match in Donny Park one time, and I was coming from school, and because you know most of the virgin them from Pembroke Hall come from Donny Park, and it was a big thing, it was a big clash.
Yeah.
And I went over to Donny Park to watch a match, you know. So I'm supposed to be home by X time, and there was no cell phone or anything at the time. So I just go. And so when I reach home, I tell my phone, you know. So went and watched the match, and then going home late in the evening now. And when I reach home, you know, my father gave me a talk, you know, and said to me, you know how worried I was where you were, right? No beating or nothing, you know. Him just scolded me with his mouth. And I tell you, that thing wrenched me inside. I feel guilty, you know, I start ball.
That was enough.
You know?
That
was more
than a beating.
Effective than any beating I could get.
Yeah.
Because the beating would just bring resentment.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I am not against beating, you know. It's just not for me.
Right.
Hold on. I just said that. The last time I remember I get a beat from my father was me cuss bad word. Because I cuss a whole heap of bad word. The man who know me know say I made that, right? Yes. I am against beating per se. My father never beat me a whole heap. I can't remember that. I think I one time touched when I'm against it. I'm like, me graduate to aware. Me not think if you touch a child at all. Like your solution where you have.
Yes.
If you talk to them. If you can't talk to them.
Yes.
That's my view. That's my view upon that. But as I say, everybody have a view. And I can't tell them enough for them children them, but me that's
exactly.
That's how the last thing me want to say my grandchildren them now. I mean I say the son them like none of them. I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
Better them talk to them. Better them talk to them, Maya. Everybody have them way of it. We just don't like me not like use force.
Yes.
That's how I come down upon it. It's like the only time if you use force is if I defend myself.
Yes.
You follow me? I said that's my principle. That basic principle for me. Nobody touch me. If you can't talk to me, I will reason it out. We're in an argument. But once you start this force on me, I have an issue with that.
Yeah, share them sentiments. My father was a beater.
Right, Paul. We don't pick up parents, you know. We don't pick up parents.
That's my mother.
Yeah.
Well, Why, Paul, you know,
Your
Luke,
father was a terrorist.
Luke used to get the beating them in a Paul from my mother.
Luke, yeah.
Yeah, man. And my mother ready, man, she kill that, man.
Yeah. And it did
Shall bite it. Shall bite him
Did
when
it
him
make a
not.
difference?
If my father didn't live, if we didn't live in America, I would have been in jail.
Same with my mother. Same with my
Kind
mother.
of point is, you know, it didn't make a difference in Luke, eh?
Eh?
Did it make a difference?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me don't know.
You
Me
know,
just-
but Lukey,
that-
she couldn't get to Lukey, man. And she couldn't get to
Just like
him.
what Greg said, it will lead to resentment here, Greg.
Yes.
And we just not gonna
It can. But you know, even words, sometimes if you use the wrong
yeah,
word,
man, yeah,
it
definitely
can,
Tomba. The
Yes.
word powerful.
it can lead to some things, you know.
And
From my experience, I would have said it work, but it don't sustain.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
It because it's fear.
Yes.
But it's like it's just like even modern day work where you know the dictator manager he will get result but he won't have a long term because
Yes.
you're really just doing it out of
Yeah,
fear and the
I say mean,
fact that
Paul.
this
The beating and the fear
Yeah.
different thing. It's not sustainable.
yeah
Yeah,
it
man.
work, it's effective but it
It's
don't
a short term thing.
sustain.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You know, and it can create a serious impact down the road
Yeah.
Yes.
with all
Yes.
you know view your future thereon.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
But- because it bring results, sometimes it's like them have blinkers.
It's a short term result, Paul.
My father he just run a different camp, man. And you know what you go.
But you see,
Yeah.
part of the problem I think, you know, is like how them know.
As in do it people drive here and us we alone, you know, but we're friends.
On the road, yeah.
No one to house.
No, yeah. Exactly, Paul. It's like you want to run
So
field
anyhow
camp.
come.
Different, you know, but I come to
So
something like
anyhow
that.
come.
Yeah, man. But you see, I am learning, you know. That's a sad thing about parenting, you know. How you
Yes.
learn, you know. Invariably, what you
Yes.
learn from your parent, you have a pass on
Yeah,
yours, you know.
yeah.
Unless it's strong
Right.
and look on and answer at it, you know. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not easy.
And yes, the only see now looking back now and having a different level of education. You find that educational piece in them days that never did it.
No.
Yeah.
It's
But
like
you don't forget, say a lot of it though.
just
Stems from, if you notice, the women them used to love beat, you know.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
them,
man.
and them read the Bible and the Bible.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, so a lot of them go by that.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
even more like the oppression. You know, we as a people, you know.
Yeah.
Or
Most
yes,
yes, because the Bible said.
Or if the woman them tell you something and say, wait till your father come home. Then you
Right.
jump.
My old man no beat none away. And my mother.
Yes.
No, my mother never touched me at all, Tumpan. The beat
Yo.
from my father was few and far between. So yeah.
I remember say Luke used to get trouble, man.
But Greg, you did lucky. You did lucky.
Yes.
Maybe because you're the youngest one. And I was the youngest one too. I was the youngest one,
Yeah.
but it was a family of 4. So yeah, you did lucky, Greg. You did lucky. And
Yeah.
And it wasn't an excessive beating either, you know. It's just,
no, right.
The big thing first, you never want to go a Raytown go swim.
Yeah.
And we used to go down a Raytown go swim without any guard down, the lifeguard or anybody,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
So let me ask you something, Greg. Do you remember I go up in the hills go walk? Because we used to walk from Pembroke Hall go up in a Queen Hills and all that. You remember in that?
Yeah, man. Yes.
Talk about that now. I'll tell you how that go.
Those were some of the times you used to enjoy, you know. Yeah, man. So
You didn't find the
we used
kid?
to just walk far. Queen Hill. We ended up all the way at Hamdale.
Yeah. Walk through the
Yeah,
hills.
man.
You ever go up in the caves in the mountain, in the hill there?
Yes.
You find some caves, right?
Yeah, man. And then after a while, sometimes we ride, you know,
The bicycle.
6 bikes.
Holiday come.
Yeah, man. I forgot up in the hill, man.
Yeah, man.
And sometimes we carry food, you know, bully beef and bread.
You
That
know,
was safe.
bully beef and some blood, not hard over. You mean,
We
man?
not carry no food. Because when we go up there, we are no Guinea.
Yes.
And the plum, them, Paul. The plum tree, them never there.
and Coolie Plum.
Coolie Plum, yeah.
The Coolie Plum.
So
But
usually
it
what?
doesn't.
Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
It was mangoes that were very popular in that area, you know.
In Avondale, yeah.
Yeah,
Avondale, I
man.
remember.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Pembroke Hall.
Yeah, Pembroke Hall.
And Pembroke
A
Hall,
tree,
yeah.
mango tree we had in our backyard.
How much?
Tree, East Indian tree.
Wow. Look at the backyard
Tree.
today. Look
Yeah,
here.
mango is a big deal, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the bill that planted a lot of mango trees come with the house then.
Yeah,
Come with some of the
Yes.
house.
Yes.
But I
Yeah,
used to the Julie Mango them did nothing on Pembroke Hall.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we used to look forward to that on a Sunday, you know,
Yeah.
or ride the bicycle and a whole heap of things we did together to have fun. And as we get older, we start up on trips. We start hire bus and
Yeah.
go Ochi or wherever, Duns River.
I mean, Pembroke Hall trip per se, or a school trip.
No, that was at Chestervale.
Just how you trip,
Anybody
really,
else
yeah?
who want to reach. Because I hope away,
Yeah.
I have to remember that. So we
Yeah,
used to
man.
go
Every
around and
street
take
have
the-
one for people, man.
Yeah, man.
Enough.
Yeah, that was
We used to
amazing.
go around and solicit funds from the parents.
Yeah.
And hire a bus and get food and parents cook up food for you and we're gone.
Yeah.
There was
man.
a pool. There was a pool up in a Stony Hills here at the hotel near Mountain Valley.
Yes.
You used to go up there?
Yes.
Yeah, man. We used to go up there go swim, man.
Yeah,
Mountain
man.
Valley.
That's
You
how the
probably was
hotel
here
became,
when-
that's how
when-
Stony
when I
Hotel
was
became
here,
Stony Hotel.
Eh?
It became Stony Hotel.
I don't know, but at Mountain Valley, didn't
Yeah,
you?
man, I remember that too.
Yes.
I remember that.
You used to go up there, go pay a shilling or whatever you pay for go swim or 25 cents.
Yes. And it had a beautiful view
Yes,
Possibly,
yeah, man.
right by the
yeah.
pool.
Yeah, man.
So walk,
Yeah.
and walk up this, all right.
What you mean? Walk?
Walk, trek.
What you mean? What we gonna do? Walk.
Where's
You
that?
tell your parents never know you gone up there.
No parents not drop you that place. That's not pick you up back none at all. None of that at all. No.
None of that, man. You got, man, start walk, go through Queensbury, go through
Yes.
Cassava
Peace
Pizza.
and go up this, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Through-
man.
Through Aki Walk and go up on the hill, yeah.
Yeah, man. Chat shit on you.
Appearance,
man.
Yes.
not dropping over.
Drop
No,
one,
Paul,
man.
no. You have to find a way, man. Enterprise. That was the difference between and them times, man. But you know what I'm saying?
That is our mindset.
Yeah,
I must say bearings. I must say scooter you make with bearings.
With the beer, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. the speed
Yeah.
Push straight.
Are you bum a ride? And you never nothing about, you know, say nothing about no danger none at all.
Think about which danger, man.
No.
Although, you know,
And
say,
those times weren't so dangerous, you know.
no.
No.
The only
Yeah, man,
danger
those
I know,
times-
the only danger I mind, man, and maybe that's how my parents them never make me go. If I forgot pool or beach,
Yeah.
them never allow for that none at all.
No, that's
Yes.
what I say. You couldn't make it couldn't make my mother know. Mad.
Because drowning was up, them fear that thing.
Yes.
Them fear that. Because
Yes.
most of us couldn't swim none at all, Thumper. We're not gonna swim, we're not live at sea like when we live at Red Town.
No, we never know
Yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's some of the ball you remember from Pembroke Hall, Greg? The big
ball
ball.
of them?
Yeah, the football. It was stand out, do you remember?
One that stand out to me was Maya Magnus.
Donovan Magnus. I told him to talk to him wife, I'm not what tell her. I said,
You serious?
yeah, man. Every
Yeah,
week,
man.
a man called me and said, I need to get him on the program. And why did he stand out?
Because he was a good baller.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one match I went to see, and the man kicked the ball from almost half line, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The ball dip. It didn't go in the goal though, but it bounced off of the upright.
Yeah.
And I was close by the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear the power of the ball hit the goal, the upright, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was a slim guy, right?
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But he had a powerful shot. And he could score the goal, you know. So he was like the superstar at the time.
He was.
He
He was a
our
superstar.
Greg. He is our superstar.
Yeah,
Because-
man.
Yes, man. I used to enjoy watching him
And
play.
they call him name, you don't remember. He was the first man, you remember in a Thumper. But take off the name off of the boats, you know.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know, them
Yeah,
Take
man.
off the stripes then.
take off the stripe. The same now that I think boots was all it was pure black Paul.
Pure
Yeah.
black.
It's not
I think I
advertised to
remember that,
nobody
you know.
at all, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maya, yeah. And what I think today I think about it too, and I said, boy, anybody know which foot Maya was stronger in 20? Because Maya could kick with either foot, you know.
Either foot. I
Yes.
just assume it's right, but him kick
Yeah,
with
that's
any one of them.
that's all right. What you think, Greg? What you remember?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that shot that I think in about now, I think it was a left-footed shot, you know. I think it was a pile of man and him kick it on the valley
Yeah, with him left foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
with him left foot.
Yeah.
So him pile of man with him right foot. It's like that was a big deal to me, you know.
Yeah. The only reason I mean that's a right
deal,
foot.
because we never seen that so yet.
Yeah. No,
Maya make the game look simple.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it now work.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only reason
Yeah,
I mean
man.
that's a right foot thumper is that he used to take the free kick there with him right foot.
Yeah.
Mm.
You follow me? I said to you, when Pembroke Hall get a free kick, you know, say, Maya take it, I know, say,
Mhm.
the goalkeeper
Yes.
are going to get tested and get mashed up, man. It's like,
Yes.
the goalkeeper get tested. To corner him that said, yeah, man. A big ball of that, man. A
Yes.
big ball of that. And now
So you say I'm still about?
yeah, man, I talk to him wife. I send on the podcast and then under a little condition. But I
Yes.
try to coax her to come, the two of them come on, to come talk.
Yeah,
Because
man.
she say I have good long-term memory, short-term memory not there.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get him to come talk and say. I
Yes,
love get him
yes.
because that from me start them
All that man that is now Lance.
Maya go KC, play for KC 71 team. So I say Maya about 10 years older than me. Maya I'm
Yeah.
70s like my sister. I like early 70s or
Yeah.
You know, say I said thing over the weekend. Last weekend, I got link Killer and New York.
I've been see the picture, yeah.
And me and him a talk and me I tell him tell him bring back what I talk about, you know, the back in the days when him a play corner league down at the center, down at the terminus.
Yeah.
And it's like me I look back to now and I say to myself, cause it's like me I say Killer must in him 70s.
Yeah, man.
But Killer tell me say no in the reach.
In the reach,
yet.
so right.
It look like Killer play a ball from him about 15
Yeah,
to
man, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cause them man
Well,
was
if you
a
think
man who usually admire for watch play, brethren. Cause the man was a general center half.
Yeah, man, yeah.
You think
Thanks,
Lance
applause.
and Skelly Campbell, the man that they play Manning Cup when we in a high school too, you know.
When I first found, yeah, Lance had and Skelly. Well,
And
Lance,
Skelly, yeah.
Yeah.
So them probably just reach close to 70
Close to
now.
70 now, right.
Yeah.
I think
So you're right. You're right, Paul. You're right.
I think Maya little older than them because I say Maya play.
Yeah, Maya older than them. Yeah,
Maya play
older
for the
than
71 KC team,
Yeah.
Mm.
right? And you know, some of our older brother when we
and
were
Killer Calabar, man. So Killer Calabar.
Killer is over Calabar.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We never even know that part. Them up on the list.
Yeah, man, the panelist.
Oh, I never realized that. Paul, you call him Killer Dress. Where that name they come from? You don't remember?
No, Killer Black Forever. But you don't know, as him sister did say when they are Florida, is I have ganja plus.
Greg, you know where I talk?
No.
You don't remember Killer? Okay. You don't remember?
I'm sure I would have known, but not remember.
Team Killer team was upsetters.
Yes, I remember.
But before Upsetters, it was car winner, man. Before Upsetters, was a car winner, man. Used to play for car winner, Paul. Him that play with that.
Well, you don't know, upsetters was love them team.
Yeah. So you don't know about them legend that Greg as Paul call him, you know, Love Man? You remember him?
No.
Yeah, it's a true uptown man like Thumper now.
We're kind of secluded.
We have three bedroom people.
Yes. We never used to venture down much unless we
No.
watch a football.
Well, they live in the boondocks of Pembroke Hall.
Yeah,
Hey,
uptown Pembroke Hall him live, Paul.
only certain man above the field could have gone down there and go on like them a ball, you know.
Yeah.
The man them below the field control the field.
Yeah, no, yes, it's true.
Yeah, man, yeah.
It's true.
The man below the field control the field for true.
Control the field,
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So you know you're free for roam, you're not free for roam so far at all.
Well, you was free to roam all the way down. I used to have a group of friends down the bottom half of Pembroke Hall and thing. I used to go. But the thing with where I was, as Paul said, everywhere have a whoop man or a whoop lot of kids. And so we found so much entertainment and things to do among ourselves.
Right.
So the most we used to travel is to go to the man, go to the man over there's a house, so we'll play a board game. Go to the man over there's a house and we have a party, so forth and so on. So we move around in that small space there.
True.
You never forgot far at all in that in
That's how we do the PS, man. The youth, them when they there behind the PS, them not come and call me.
No. Can't wait about the part. We never forgot no way, no. We never forgot we play ball on the road, and if we want to play
on the triangle,
on the triangle,
have a triangle.
By the time the only time it makes is like when we say, all right, Patosi come play Calbe.
Competition,
come play Calbe. Chestervale come play Calbe.
Man.
And then run on the asphalt field, you know, the right off that by the supermarket. A lot of people go there to go play up and down. You know, from below, from above, them a lot of people come right there. So watch some nice ball right there. So.
Yes.
In my time, we didn't have the Derek Smith 6-a-side tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was then
you get a feedback now, Paul.
Yeah, you're probably too far from the mic, Paul, or your headset.
Yeah.
You're much better than now.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Man.
So, let me ask you something. What am I going to ask you? The question slipped my mind, that's all right. May I come back to it? Come back to it. Because I want to ask you about where the nearest shop was at Pembroke Hall to you? Which shop you used to go?
So you used to have a shop on Covey with a lady named Miss Mac, we used to call her.
Wow, you know
Miss Mac shop.
That. Right up at the top of Covey.
Yes, right where Covey joined Chestervale.
So you remember you talk about Covey, you remember Bertrand?
Yes. Because they were close to that shop.
Yeah, man. Bertrand lived close to that shop. Yes.
Yeah. So
all right.
I remember my mother sending me to that shop.
All right, P. That too again. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
remember my mother said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go, man. Go.
Yes, I remember my mother sending me to that shop almost every day, and you know what I used to admire with Miss Mac, she used to have a piece of paper with all the items and the price, and she just go through it quick and add up everything, you know, and she never rang, you know.
I never have a calculator, Paul. No.
Yeah,
correct.
She never used to use a calculator. And my mother used to have like a credit account.
We talk about the different shop them in a Pembroke Hall, and it coming like no man never mentioned that shop.
No, and I said, remember it now. I remember the top on top of Covey, let's say.
Remember it. So
you remember it, Paul, yeah.
And I remember Mr. Lindsay's shop close to the primary school.
That a foundation, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because we used to go over there.
You did the bougie part of Pembroke Hall. I wonder if it's a shakes. That shake supermarket. You go alone.
Supermarket, what made of that?
Yeah, man. The supermarket was there.
Yeah, because supermarket alone go yes, Paul. Yeah,
supermarket.
When they have shop, man, I used to go assist to man.
Greg, you remember shop?
Even though Uptown, we go assist.
Yeah. I remember going to a shop on Annandale Avenue.
Yeah, close to where Jack and them.
Yeah,
there was a shop down there.
Because I remember when Gilbert was coming, that was the only shop open because you had to go buy a candle and you can't eat from things like that. Right, and as Gilbert, that actually started, right, when I was heading there. But of course, bigger man now.
Yeah.
And that was the only shop open because everybody else was closed because of Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the shoemaker used to be on Clydesdale?
In
front of the basic school.
Yes, I think I remember the shoemaker, you know.
Paul, you know me.
Man. Yeah, man.
You have to walk on the side of the
back.
Yes. Yes. We used to go around and go put on a heel, that's all.
Yes.
Let's think that blue.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that.
Our Patex.
You kill your shoes.
Patex,
Your Patex.
Yeah.
When you used to put on the thing upon our shoes, the thing will protect the heel from, what you call that, where the soldier and them wear something. You put it at the back of the shoes and at the front. like a steel thing.
Like a tip
The
it.
tip.
You tip,
Like,
yeah.
So the shoes not rub down fast.
Yes.
Hold on. No woman ever used to go to the shoemaker. You remember no woman go to the shoemaker?
Never remember seeing any woman I go there.
No, a man.
The woman never go there. You have to carry your sister shoes go there.
Yeah.
But there was also a barbershop.
Yeah.
There was also a barbershop on Clydesdale too, you know.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man.
Which part? I can't remember that.
Yeah, there was a barbershop because I remember I used to go there to get my hair cut.
At the top
And
of
the man,
Clydesdale,
it was a very painful haircut all the while.
At the top of there or the bottom?
Right in the middle there,
Right
around close to where the thing was, the shoemaker.
Yeah, I remember that at all. My barbershop was in Pembroke Hall Drive.
My father usually carry go Mullins will go get
the kitchen barber.
Until Philip start cut here.
You remember Porky? Porky used to go, Clark was his last name. You sleep on Pembroke Hall Drive.
Man. Howard and Horace Clark.
Yes. You remember that?
As a matter of fact.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, I think Porky they got Pembroke Hall, and I think Howard.
Yeah, man. Porky reaching our friend too, man.
Who?
Porky and my brother was friend.
Yeah, man. Howard Clark and pass away to R.I.P. to Sedway. And the older brother was Horace. Wow. And the younger brother, forget your younger brother name.
Howard.
No, man, Howard and Porky. Remember a younger one from a father.
Oh, the other younger. Oh, I never know that one.
And remember a younger sister, I think Andrea is her name. She and I went to primary school together. Andrea Clark. I hope me not get the name wrong. Forget her, yeah.
Yes.
She's up on Facebook.
A long time, you know.
Eh?
A good while now, Porky passed.
Yeah, man, it's a while now. Been a minute. And the brother that passed before him.
Oh,
and
I didn't even know that.
Passed, so yeah. And not a good while, Paul. I think in the last year, Porky passed.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and a last year, Paul. And then, go ahead, bro.
I remember Horace was the scout leader at the Pembroke Methodist Scout Troop.
Yeah, that's an older brother.
Yeah, man, we had a little scout troop around there, you know?
Yeah.
And he was a scout leader, so...
He used to ride a bicycle and all them way there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah. And next one a pass.
Yes.
I remember. I think that Calabar man too. Absolutely,
yeah.
Calabar man too, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I forget where the younger brother didn't he?
Yeah.
But him the younger than the sister and all them there.
Porky was another general memory.
Yeah, man. Another Pembroke legend at the Paul with the ball.
I think about him I may see him with him usually wear Puma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Porky have some wicked moves up Paul. You remember Porky have some leave alone there. You know them we call it when dummy man.
Yeah, man.
Porky have the best dummy them, man, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something, Greg. When you email me and reach out to me now, and I started them conversation, What motivated you to say, boy, I reach out to them man, I call them man and get in touch? What motivated you to say, well, get back in touch with your roots and put it another way?
Yeah, man, because as I mentioned to you in the reunion thing that we did, that, Pembroke Hall was a place that it was like a utopia, I mean, I know a utopia is like a fantasy, but it was like a fantasy place in that it was so perfect and so formative and made you who you are. Mm. And then I just came upon you guys accidentally and said, well, definitely, here I go. And so I listened to some of the podcast them, and I was pleasantly surprised to hear some of the people and the memories and everything, people that I had forgotten about and names that I've never heard in a long, long time. Mm-hmm. And so it really brought you back,
Mm-hmm.
Well, so, one of the things were unique about this little energy I was where Lance started.
Lance and Phil, don't leave out Phil.
Lance and my brother.
Yeah.
The uniqueness about it is that you don't know every community ever said for them community. But I feel like say Pembroke Hall, a man from Marvally, a man from Donny Park, a man from Patrick City, a man from Meadowbrook, with a co-sign that there was something about Pembroke Hall.
Oh yes.
And for no say everybody share that. Cause you don't know if them say 7 brothers, 7 different minds. So when
Yes.
7 minds have the same thought, it got to be true.
Yes, yes.
And the feeling right across the board is the same mutual feeling about
Yes.
Pembroke Hall history.
Yes. Yeah, man.
It's really amazing.
Yeah. Because here's a funny thing though. I always tell people about how special the place was growing up and everything. And to hear you guys saying the same thing that I've been saying, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. We have
Because
to tell a friend them. No, no, I did.
yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
it was just an experience that just me and my friend them had.
yeah,
But to
yeah,
hear
yeah,
other people saying that they had the same experience is really amazing.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
think it's a testament. I listen to the podcast part that we cannot talk and have them conversation here. Like we did the same way after all these years.
Yes, yes.
So when you listen to some of the podcasts, Greg, what surprised you
Yeah.
the most? What stand out in your mind when you never know before Pembroke Hall? When you hear some of the conversation, what stand out to you?
Yes. One thing that stand out to me is how much musicians came through Pembroke Hall. I hear you guys mention the names, and I didn't even know that they originated from Pembroke Hall. Yes, I think I hear somebody say, what's her name? Cynthia Slash.
Yeah, man, my sister. Me never know
Right.
that. I never know that either, Greg. So it's not the other one.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Dennis Brown.
yeah, yeah.
I think I hear somebody mention Dennis Brown.
Yeah, not him originate from there, but him used to live, 90, his manager used to live on Aqualita.
Okay, yeah.
So him used to stay with 90 for a while.
Donovan
Okay.
Jeremian.
And
Same,
Donovan, same with Junior Tucker. Junior Tucker used to live.
yeah,
on
yeah.
Oh,
Annan
yes,
for a while.
yes.
Yeah.
The
I know
first time I
said
saw,
funny. You said do not talk. I'm just see something pop up on my IG.
Yeah, them have something tonight. Yeah. I think tonight in 50th or something, some big celebration.
Well,
Yeah, he was a pastor and I moved back to Jamaica as he's about church down in Jamaica.
Marlon was a
Yeah.
cousin thumper, Marlon Tucker.
Yeah.
Okay. Another musician from Pembroke Hall, Greg, was the foundation man, the Rocksteady man. What name? The Coxon Dads.
Oh, okay.
He used to live at
Yes.
Pembroke Hall.
Rory Thomas.
Rory Thomas, yeah. Another.
Yes.
Yeah. He used to live on Calbeck Avenue in the 80s, by the way, yeah.
Yes.
There's a whole heap of man.
And we're going to own Brigadier Jerry, so.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Come to live on Calbeck, yes, yes. And
Yeah.
Sister Nancy. And sister. Yeah.
And Sister
What?
Nancy.
Yeah, so all them things that I never know.
Mm-hmm.
Never know that.
Yeah, man. I love the conversation and reveal, Greg. Because one I think you
Yeah,
never know.
yeah.
I think I didn't know a man to tell me, but say we won the minor league competition. You were aware of that? The Pembroke Hall won minor league in 1967.
I don't remember. 67?
Yeah. I don't have the
Yeah, I
receipt
wouldn't
to show
remember
it.
that.
I have the receipt. I'm going to show it.
Yeah.
Doc McKenzie, another Pembroke Hall legend that again. Play against Kelly and all them there. Calabar man to Paul, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a holy
But
yeah, go ahead.
I went to see Pele play too,
Yeah?
at the stadium. Yeah. I think it wasn't Brazil. I think it was his club side, Santos.
New York Cosmos.
Santos.
Eh?
Santos Scale and Cosmos Scale.
Yeah, at Santos I saw.
Yeah.
All white, I remember.
At 2 times them come there then.
Pele?
Yeah.
Yes.
Him come with Santos one time and him come with Cosmos.
The Cosmos game,
Okay.
remember, when he passed in prime and Billy Perkins kick him off of the field.
Yeah.
I remember that match. The stadium rammed the day, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
No,
I also had the opportunity to see Joe Fraser 4-man fight.
At the National Arena.
Did you go there early enough to see the fight?
Yes, man, I saw the fight.
You can't fight the last 1 round, 4-man lick him down to
Yes.
My sister
I remember the punch too.
My sister and her husband left to go to the fight and did not see the fight.
Yes, because a lot of people are still in the line when the fight finished.
Still what?
In the line, I go in.
Yes, I remember.
So your father didn't carry you, Greg, or one of your brother or sister?
My father carried me to all of those events. So my father now used to work at D&G and they were a big sponsor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So him just tell us, me and my other brother, which gates to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and we just go through.
I'm gonna let you in, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's some event to reach, Greg. Trust me.
Yeah, man. You used to see a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the Hollywood Hill Drivers from Hollywood.
Yeah,
Oh,
used
I
to
remember
start
that.
I was
there.
at that one with Buzz
Yes.
Bundy.
And the stadium.
D&G was a big
Buzz
sponsor,
Bundy.
a lot of things.
The great Buzz Bundy, man, make the car drive on two wheels.
Yes.
Yeah. And first, remember see a man do that thumper, yeah. Two-wheel
man.
thing, yeah.
He was a famous stunt man too.
Yeah.
Buzz
Yes.
Bundy.
I just said that, Greg.
Yeah,
I still remember that. Remember I got the Freedom Games? 75.
Freedom Games?
Yes. It became the normal money game, I think, after. The first game, 75, was called Freedom Games.
It was a track and field?
Yeah, man, I see them. Them time the Quarry Night Prime. Steve
No.
Williams.
I definitely didn't see that.
Steve Williams. Alberto Wantorino was there.
Yes.
Philbert Bae broke the world record in 1500 meters a night at Tampa.
Yes.
Yeah, man. There's a big track and field. I think the first time a big track and field event held at Jamaica at the time. Quarry.
But
yeah, go ahead.
as you mentioned, Steve Williams, like, I remember he was a big deal back in the time, right?
Yeah,
Because
man,
he had
yeah,
a
man.
world record at one point.
Yeah, man, he did.
Yes, I think it was 9.99 or
Something like that. Yeah.
Yes. Because I
But
remember
100
me
yards,
Virgin.
too. 100 yards, but
No, a meter,
Yes,
Tampa.
yes.
Stop it. Stop.
9.9 was in no meters.
Meters.
9.9.
You want to go check it?
In which year that?
1970 something. Go check it.
Yes,
19
yes.
what?
76.
Man now run them time, that
But
man now
check
run
it.
them time.
Time that plans.
That man them
Where's
now
it?
run them time, none of them beers the lad.
So now, check
At least
it.
100 yards for 9.
No.
And it's 100 yards.
Yes.
I'm going to check it out.
I run under 10 them time, the man.
The man I run on that 10.
No.
All right, remember check
Nah,
it.
man.
I'm in front of a computer. I'm going to check it. Can I tell
100 yards. 100 yards, him do that, you know.
I'm going to say what the 100 meter record was in 1976. It's what another day I drew up with me to
76.
Yes. I only say I'm a track and field fan. I am not a track and field fan.
Who the win? That was the thing, the Olympics, the Montreal
Yeah,
Olympics.
here's
right?
the Crawford one Olympics there.
Yeah.
The Freedom Games was 75 in a Tampa.
75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, me be
Yeah.
right, you know, that let me check it you know, because when I run me down away, I say, right.
No.
Let me see what Wikipedia says, we can trust them.
76.
All right.
No man now run on that 10 them
Paul,
time.
cool, man. I'm going to say.
So what the time for the
Ah,
Olympics?
but listen, joke or not joke, you know, man.
What was the time
Listen,
for the Olympics?
1972, Paul, Tampa, Greg. You remember
Yes.
a Cuban brother named Silvio Leonard?
Yes.
9.99, the record.
Yeah, man.
Steve Williams. You remember a man named Harvey Glantz? I don't even
remember
know here.
Harvey
Dan
Glantz.
Quarry, the rare record for 100 meter. 9.99. I don't think them I tell you now.
A yard.
Yes.
Them
No,
a
which
run
I
them
mean,
time.
Tampa.
Dan Quarry run that.
100 meter record world progression Tampa. I don't say that track and field. I don't run me down every week. I say last no not about track and field. 100 meter world record. The last time a man run over 10 Tampa as a record was 1972 Olympics. 68 Olympics.
Yeah, man.
Man I run 9.9 Tampa from 1974. Steve Williams look like the first man to run under 9 and a 10 second. Jim Hines run
Yes.
9.95 in Mexico City. But them say
Donald Quarry ever win 100 meters?
not in the Olympics, no. But him have the record.
Donald Quarry personal best is putting 10.07.
Well,
Yeah.
what them have yes, sir.
10.07 in 1976.
Wow.
That's his personal best.
No, well, me as Donald Quarry, I say Wikipedia.
Donald Quarry was always a 200 meter runner.
Yeah,
Yes,
I understand
yes.
that. I understand
Yeah,
that.
he
Tom.
was.
When he,
Yeah, that require was at 200 man.
Yeah, man.
yeah. Yeah, me I look on the record in that Tom. The track and field, man, we hear this and come and correct me, yes or no. But I tell you, but I repeat what Wikipedia say. Steve,
Well, they on Dan Quarry. That's what I'm there.
and them say them have Dan Quarry. Me don't know them right this year, so. Yeah, me I look on it at the Tampa. May 22nd, 1976. I don't know them as a one part. Me don't know them right this, so. But a man run 9-9. Man run 9-9. Steve Williams run 9-9, it look like. I don't know how them do this. Or maybe them
maybe he did.
Maybe them write it.
No, maybe Steve Williams did.
Yeah. But not Quarry. Not Quarry, maybe.
No.
Maybe not Quarry.
Quarry favorite team was the 200.
Yeah.
But I remember that the record was 9-9. I remember me and my next door neighbor, we always reason that if anybody would ever break that world record, right?
Yeah.
And we always reason that in order for somebody to beat 9.99, that person is going to have a certain stature. It has to be very tall and have a very fast turnover rate, which is rare because tall people always have a very slow turnover rate. So, yeah, a lot of people beat it since then, but the person that we were envisioning was Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
I remember Steve Williams was also tall, you know?
Yeah,
so the person we were envisioning was Usain Bolt in order to really obliterate our world record. We never know nothing about Usain Bolt, he's never born yet, but that person was saying that it has to be somebody like that. And that is why I'm saying Usain Bolt's record is going to stay for a very, very, very long time until somebody with that build,
you
know,
and
comes
the technology.
Technology might be the
kind of the track them faster, you know.
Faster, the spikes them faster.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Maybe more linked to technology than talent.
Yeah. Me look point it out up on the first one around below 10 seconds with Jim Hines, 1968. But you know, them all that said Mexican record can't stay because a rarefied year. And film records sat for 15 years.
Yeah.
So 68 plus 15 hours, 83.
Yeah.
So and then a man named Calvin Smith.
Oh, remember Calvin Smith?
Yeah. 1983 was the record book thumper. So, but what may I say, Steve? Remember the record was 9.95. You know, so if a man around 9.9, I don't know, you know, because Jim Hines' record stand from 68. That was the record a man I go after in a thumper.
But you remember, you know, you have to look on how many times people run under the 10.
Yeah, man, no, but that me again, no? That me again.
Even with the record.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do come under the 10 still, you know.
Well, that's what I start to tell you about Steve Williams and the man, Sylvia Leonard, Harvey Grant. Them have the man there on 9-9.
Yeah.
Them have the man there. Wikipedia, as I said, Wikipedia is either your idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No. It can go with that.
Yeah. No, so I remember that game there. It became normal money game after a while, Greg.
Okay.
But my sister actually went to the Olympic Games there, 76, and
when
she was at that game when Quarry won and Hugh Craskill, the best. You talk about commentary, Hugh Craskill called a race in 1976.
Yes.
Remember that like yesterday, Greg? Remember that like yesterday? Yeah,
man.
So let me ask you something about Pembroke Hall now. Only never used to play cricket over Pembroke Hall school.
No, I wasn't a cricket man. I was afraid of the ball because the ball is too tough, so you used to fool around, but not seriously like I used to take track or football.
Yeah.
Track was a serious.
That was exactly my thing to Greg. That ball.
Yes.
It's tougher than a man kick.
No, man. The ball, I remember one time a man come and bowl a ball at me and it hit me upon my shin. I said, no, sir. Never again.
I was traumatized.
We're not a part of that.
Yes.
because we usually play upon the triangle.
Yes.
And we use the curb wall. The curb wall, we would take it from the half of the roadside and stand it up. The 6x6 by board.
Yeah, we know you're talking about the wicket, yeah.
And we start up 2 of them as wicket.
Yeah.
And we tell them to don't play with the car contact and man take up the car contact. And I don't know how me there behind the wicket, but I don't know how my finger then end up there on the block. So the ball lick my finger then against
the block.
The curve and then just turn red same time. Blood shot up.
Yeah, that was
out.
Yeah.
So I'm not play this ball that way.
No.
Yeah.
Bring the tennis ball, I'm gonna play.
Yes. But we had some big cricket fans though in our group, you know. Some man who used to wake up 3, 4 o'clock a morning to watch test cricket and
Listen,
go through the numbers and the
listen.
stats and all them something.
I
And
mean
you
that
know,
me a part of that group better, yeah. Me used to
yeah,
get
man, I just zone out
yeah.
because
When we
I never take it serious like that.
Yeah, no. Cricket are my sport, so I really love that.
Yes.
I get up and listen. And a long afterward before we could have watch.
Yes.
A long afterward, I think in the 80s or the 90s, we'd have to live test match from Australia.
Yeah. That you used to have to listen on the transistor radio.
Yeah, we can't go school and all. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Nah, man. So any other memories stand out to you, Greg, at Pembroke Hall? What we not talk about?
Well, I'm not sure I remember. I think I kind of go through all of them, just, you know, the everyday runnings at Pembroke Hall. I remember we had a party one time. Well, we had several parties. I don't know if I need to tell you both of them, but yeah, man, we had a party that we as kids organized, sponsored, everything. But a guy live a little further up, out of Pembroke Hall, you know, whatever that scheme name.
Queensbury.
And yeah, him provided the music and, you know, food was free, liquor was free. This time I think we were about 17, 18. And when you see people were turn up, you know, to that party.
So the party I keep on Chestervale?
Right at my house.
Wow.
Yeah, man, right at my house. Because my parents had grounds them with.
Yeah. You could have keep on
doing.
So you never charge?
Eh?
You never charge?
No. Charge, we don't look, man. We just want to have fun.
Yeah. I'm on part of
we had a bad concept of money.
Yeah.
It was just all about having fun.
Yeah, man, part was a big thing at Pembroke Hall, Greg. Big thing. From the 60s. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Part was a big thing, Greg.
I live for party. You talk about a party there from Monday until Saturday come.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a party I keep, you know, where you listen to the music and you reach at the party, man. Yeah. Let me ask you another question, Greg. I believe it or not, almost 2 hours there. Then we can start dropping.
What?
1 hour and 45
when you're having fun.
Exactly. When you grew up Pembroke Hall, I was a Rastafari at Pembroke Hall.
Yes.
How did that influence in a positive or negative way? What was your feeling like I grew up? Because Pembroke Hall is not a team with just pure dreads on the team. We talked to one of them last week, Butter Dan, yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't mention this, but my brother Horace was a Rasta.
Oh, really? Yeah?
Yeah, man. So I looked up to Rastafari. I admired it. I like the principles what them stand for. And I think that in another life, I would have been a Rasta myself. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the pressures on Rastafari at the time, yeah, it's like, you know, it was, I couldn't understand why so much people hated the movement because it was a Black Power movement.
It was a consciousness movement and Black
It was
Power.
a consciousness movement, and, you know, it kind of brought a lot of Black consciousness to myself.
Yeah.
Because I remember the soundtrack of my life was Bob Marley, right?
Yeah.
Like when I start to work and I get my little money, first thing I got to do is buy a Bob Marley album until I couldn't find a more Bob Marley album to buy, you know? So right now it's like in the Bob Marley song you mentioned, I almost know it word for word.
Yeah.
That was
something that
you
listen
to all the while.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the weird thing is that even then the words didn't have as much meaning until you reach a certain other stage of life now, like 25, 26.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the same Bob you used to listen to, you know. It just hit you different.
Yeah.
Does it make more sense to you now, you know?
Yeah.
So you're more mature now. You know what I'm talk about at that time. That you probably wasn't.
If I want to add something to what you say is that if you really check it, you can't talk about Pembroke Hall history and not bring up Rastafari.
No, Paul. Exactly.
True that.
Yes.
You know, someone do a program just one that alone. I try to get.
Yeah, man.
Question, I try to line up a man for me. We used to know Martima Plano. You know, Plano, the original from Mona.
Yeah. Pembroke Hall.
Yeah, man. No, you're right. Me need for going at that, Paul, to say. You're right, Paul. Exactly right. That's what I think about it. Like, we need to understand the history of Pembroke Hall and Rastafari. Pembroke Hall.
You see, the other thing is, with the what you call it now, middle income earners are in working family. those are ones attracted to these things too, the black power and them things.
Yes.
So it makes sense that Pembroke Hall had so many, rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Pembroke Hall had a disproportionate amount, man. When we listen back to Coach's conversation, Coach when I go 12 tribe meeting, I said that 300 man from Pembroke Hall, they had 12 tribe.
And the girls, them too,
Yeah,
some of the girls, them too,
Right.
Yeah, man.
Them long skirt and them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man. Mike Ingram said best, and now I hear him podcast. Let me see them down a part two. I ask him a question, a different way than I ask you. And Mike said, in the end, we're all Rastas,
Yes.
All Jamaican. What I want to believe it is. And it's a consciousness thing,
Yes.
We might not smoke, we might not relax, but in a certain way, we think a certain way.
If you realize today, if I ask you, where's Pan-Africanism? But most of us don't know it right now.
No.
If it still exists.
Yeah.
And Jamaica was big in that. Jamaica was key to that Pan-Africanism. That's why a lot of the African countries that love Jamaicans,
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man.
And no freedom fight we're doing just
yes.
As a matter of fact, Pembroke Hall have a team where a Pan-African church, Remember President talk about it, where Pilot Francis donate the shirt and have the African thing on the top of the middle of the shirt. And the shirt, Lance talk about the shirt, them do every thumper. Because them paint an Africa album on the thing.
Yeah.
I think Upset that man, them, I don't remember Upset that, but them have a team. Roots talk about it too. But I think on the right, I need to get a conversation with some man. To talk about Pembroke Hall.
Jamaica was big in that. I watch a thing. There's a Netflix series.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying that there's a Netflix series out there about a Trinidadian attorney, right? Apparently there was a number of attorneys from the Caribbean that went to Africa to help the African nation, different African nations develop their constitution and different things,
Yeah.
And this guy became famous. He was famous and, was in the military and everything. And then they made this Netflix series about him. Yeah. And that's the first time I learned about him. But the other day I was on Facebook and someone posted from the Vintage Jamaica about her father was an attorney that went over to Africa during the 50s, 60s,
Oh, I was just going to ask you what year that happened in the 50s and the 60s, yes.
Yeah. I what happened, someone else had post from that thing about, I think it's Donald Sangster, or one of them that had gone over there, right? And she said she knew him very well because her father went over there at the time. And, so her father spoke about him a lot,
Yeah.
And the work he was doing there. So that's how she remember Donald Sangster. And then it just all came together with me when I just reminded me of the art of the Netflix series.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it, there was a guy who infiltrated them because, America and England, they didn't want the African nations to get their independence and stuff. So they infiltrated them. But the guy who infiltrated this group, because it was a radical group, was a Jamaican to blows like a browning Jamaican infiltrated the group, and they got caught and so on,
If you remember that series, I can't send it to me, Tompa, because actually I have a friend who have been doing some research on it. His cousin actually went to Africa and met Selassie in Africa, and it's almost like the same thing, was marginalized afterwards. Because I think I like the same infiltration we are talking about, It's an important thing. And back to Pembroke Hall, we don't realize how powerful that movement was throughout the Pembroke Hall region. And need to get somebody to save them know a little more about it.
Yes, and in the entire, if the more you meet people from the other islands, and those who want to actually accept it and talk about it, you learn how important Jamaica was,
Yeah, man,
to the rest of the Caribbean and different islands. Because even the Constitution in Bahamas, I met people in the Bahamas when I was down there working.
Yeah.
And it's our stuff they copy.
Yeah, definitely.
So and it's weird. You see who has become the real spokesperson for for the Caribbean. You know, Jamaica has fallen back, and I think that movement, we're missing a movement like that out of Jamaica still, you know?
Yeah.
And the Pan-Africanism and all them things. And that's where, remember, as we said, the Pembroke Hall, Ras them did get involved in the 12 tribe and get involved in a lot of these things.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I remember one name, our former prime minister was a Ras.
Yeah.
Phillips, right? Peter Phillips.
Peter Phillips, yeah, man. Yeah. And I think it was on you at the time. Greg, you not tell us you had a relative who was a Ras?
Yes, my brother.
Your older brother?
Yes, his brother.
Yes, my older brother. And, you know, that is one of the reasons why I had such an admiration for Rastafarianism, you know?
Okay.
Because of him. So I couldn't understand all the fight that Rasta used to get back in the days.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't understand it. I didn't accept it. I didn't like it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so... But it's good to see how the movement has grown now, and it's all over the Caribbean because, you know, I've been to other Caribbean countries, and you probably have more Rasta than in Jamaica, you know?
Yeah. It has influenced a lot of the Caribbean people and a lot of outside of the Caribbean too. It's it's a movement by itself, man, and the fact it was a critical part of Pembroke Hall and the we never realized it. We did not realize it.
No,
we took it for granted.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, we took it for granted. But
I never even realized how young these guys were.
No, exactly. Just barely older than we, Thumper. Barely older.
Yes.
5, 6 years, 10 years older than we, exactly. Yeah. One of these weeks, I went to try to put together a group to talk about it, Thumper. I should. I have it in my mind, but I want to get somebody who didn't know Martin Planner. I don't know if you know that name there.
Yeah, man, he had the thing there. He wasn't in the Bob Marley movie. He had the one that Rita did introduce Bob too.
Yeah, man. He had the foundation that him influenced Bob more than anybody else. He was from
man.
Okay.
From doing a Bakawal before Bakawal became Tibalgard. He was a foundation Rasta man.
Yes.
And I trying to get it. I met somebody try to make a connection with him who wrote a book about him and met him. Actually, might be related to him, so I'm going to follow up with that. I didn't realize how powerful the Rastafari movement was.
Yes.
And you need to forget Muta Baruka.
Imagine me and Muta up on a show. That would be something else. You couldn't make up the difference of what talk and what not.
You mean, man.
Anyway, this has been a wonderful conversation here, Greg, because you come in and Paul look like him step away. When you come in, and you just come in at the group and me like your vibe and all them things. Any closing remark before I close out the program now?
Well, yeah, because, you know, one observation I have from listening the other podcast prior to this is that football in Jamaica, in Pembroke Hall, was the thing that got us together, you know? Football was the thing, was the social gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Football was the thing that keep us out of trouble, you know? So football was a very important thing in Pembroke Hall at the time. And there were so many different groups of people, you know, playing scrimmage on the street at different levels, or, you know, the Corner League and just, you know, man, I play scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
But football was a thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, you're right. Football was a glow.
Yes.
How the field was. Make it more. That's why I thought when the field moved and go down to the secondary school, it changed the context in terms of how important football was. Because the original feeling, it never set out to be a feeling. You know? And that's when was the movement generic in a Thumper? Because the feel that came out, nobody never mandated, you know. And just a community meet and decide that when the field them going to meet. And it was, I think about it, it was a center, it's almost like a center of Pembroke Hall in a way, you know.
That's exactly what I'm going to say.
It is.
Because remember, I think I've said this several times, you know. I felt that, you know, those of us like, you know, Greg, myself, those of us live above the field, right?
Yeah.
It's like we were wannabe ballers, you know?
Yes.
And the one them below the field was the superstar.
Big baller,
you know?
Yes, it's true.
Big baller. When you go out the field, man, unless you're Lancer, Deer, or Skelly, you're not getting no play down there.
No man not look for you at all. No. You have to stand out, yeah.
That's a very important point.
Yeah. Definitely. So, any closing remark, Thumper, before I close this out, yeah?
No, I'm glad, you know, we got to speaking with Greg. You know, as I mentioned before, Greg, you know, Tibab is my cousin. Tibab's dad was a radical too, you know.
Yes,
Tibab's
he
dad
told
was a
me.
radical, and one of our uncles, you know, was actually a serious radical, you know. It was in prison. I remember my mom went and pick him up when he was released from prison. He was very famous because I think he killed a bunch of policemen, you know.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Okay.
It was a big time shooting in Jamaica back in the day.
Yes.
I never met him before the incident. I met him after the
And
incident.
I'm related to your mother or your father?
Yeah, from my mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's actually from my father's side, but for some reason my mom and Tibab is cousins from my father's side, you know.
Yeah.
But they cling to my mom because my dad had had moved to the US.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we were close with Tibab them from an early stage, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I finally met you, Greg, you know, and
man.
get to see you and all, and we really appreciate the conversations we've had with you, and we look forward to continuing the vibe, you know.
Yes, same here.
Same here. So enough blessings and much appreciation.
Yeah, man. And thanks for having me.
No, man, I appreciate that, Greg. Let me close out the conversation here. So on behalf of PHALL, any look like we step away a minute. We're not going to big him up. Earlier, most of the conversation was here. And Rudolph Thumper, Tony Kamika. I want to thank, this is Glaister, not Glaister, I mean the word of Pembroke Hall at all. That's the birth certificate name. Lance Prince or Jelly. I must thank you, Greg, for coming in, because this is the power conversation. Because you just hear about this group and the Pembroke Hall members just to put the information out there. It's not like nobody reach out, you just see it and it interests you, and it's the power. I want to reach more people. Anybody that come from Pembroke Hall or want to talk about Pembroke Hall, I have to put it out there free to come join us. And we have set up a group, Pembroke Hall Alum Lifting Live. We started to give back to Pembroke Hall in a big time way. So I said to you, so reach out to us, find out more about the group, and have a chat group where you can join up to. But Greg, as I said, this is a powerful conversation to me because I never know you from before, and you reach out to me by email because I listen to the conversation. I'm glad you come in and wait him there. So, I always in the conversation a certain, you talk about football and the power of football. Bobby Fire, I don't know if you remember Bobby Fire, Greg. You remember him?
No, I don't remember the name.
Okay, Bobby Fire. He was a coach Asphalt, and he was a coach Pembroke Hall Major League team after a while. And after a while, and Bobby Fire usually upon the field I hear Bobby Fire shout the South, and that's how I end up conversation. Yeah. Most of them, unless a man understand the power of the football like you do, Bobby Fire always say, and the ball, Pembroke Hall. Have a good night, gentlemen. Peace out and have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Love. Blessings.
Yeah, bless up, Greg. Thank you. Appreciate this. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thanks for listening to Pembroke Hall Members Podcast. And remember to give us all the support you can on whatever social media platform you're listening. A special thanks to my production manager, Cameron Wright, who takes care of everything in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, I would not be able to do what I love doing, having memorable conversations with Pembroke Hall members. Thank you. So, remember to like, share, and subscribe these Pembroke Hall members' conversations, so neither you nor your friend can miss another episode. Thanks. So, we're looking forward for the whole of Pembroke Hall members. So, email us at pembrokehallmembers@gmail.com and contact us and join the conversation. Come share your own Pembroke Hall members. Thank you. The views expressed by guests on this podcast are their own, and their appearances on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. While we will not add to statements made by a guest, we reserve the right to exclude statements or remarks that might be considered inflammatory. Thank you.